It will only take 45 minutes for something that has been set in motion to change the ground beneath your feet and begin to reveal something you did not expect. God is trying to reach you, but you always ignore it. Don't hurt God again by ignoring this. Something unexpected will happen suddenly. My child, stop what you're doing and listen carefully to what I have to say. Time is running out, but I'm saying this in the most loving yet urgent way possible. I was trying to prepare you for this, but every time I whispered, you ignored it. Now I am speaking louder. Why do you always ignore me and say, "I'll come back to this later"? Now, as time has already slipped away, I see you, your heart, and how much you need answers right now. I watch you silently cry as if nothing is wrong, but I know it's not, and this message is different from the others. It's not something you'll feel for a moment and then swipe away, because if you walk away, you'll never understand what's coming tonight or what I'm trying to protect you from. It's something written for you, and it will either make you happy or shock you. You are at a spiritual turning point, and everything is about to change. Have you noticed a strange tension pulling at your heart lately? This is not your imagination. I am trying to call out to you and beg you. You have exactly 45 minutes. Is it a coincidence that I am sending you this message right now? No. It is not. It is one of the divine laws of the universe and heaven. Yes, the law of attraction. You feel extremely lucky that I'm sending you this message, don't you? Before moving on to the message, please like the video so that this message can reach other people, dear soul. You must also receive and accept the message with love. If you write "I have received and accepted it with love" in the comments and seal it with 1010, you will maintain the balance of giving and receiving. Don't forget to stay tuned and subscribe for our other messages. Says Archangel Michael. Now we can slowly move on to the message. Not everyone who smiles at you wants the best for you. This message was sent to you because someone tried to pray against your destiny, but no weapon was made against your will. Before something you've been unaware of becomes real in your physical world, it could be a message, a phone call, a knock at your door, or a truth you never expected to hear. The reason I'm warning you now is because someone somewhere is trying to do something behind your back. A decision is being made that involves your name. Stand if you just stay in touch with me. You've been running, crying, and seeking signs, but this isn't just a sign, it's a divine interruption. I'm putting my hand in front of your day and begging you not to skip me this time, because if you do, something will be left undone and someone else might take the blessing that bears your name. You've been living in the shadows of your own life, waiting for someone to save you, but it's time you realize that I am here and you don't need to keep waiting. If this message reaches you now, it was sent straight from heaven. Your angels have been aligning themselves to push it through everything you scroll, skip, and ignore because they knew that this is the message you needed to hear. This is God speaking to you. And I'm not disappointed in you, I'm just trying to reach your heart before someone else does. Keep acting like you're okay when you're not. You don't need to keep fighting alone. Pay close attention to this next part. Let me tell you something personal. Someone is talking about you in a room you're not in, somewhere you can't see, and your name is going to be mentioned in a way that will change everything. This could be a blessing or a trap, but if you listen to me, if you stay a little longer and allow your soul to process this, I'll protect you from what's coming, not because you earned it, but because you're my envelope with arrow, and if this is touching your heart right now, my dear child, let me know. I'm not done talking to you, so please click to subscribe to my messages now. If you don't, there's a very real chance that you won't see what's coming next, and I'm getting ready to reveal something to you in the coming days that your heart has been silently waiting for. Welcome back, kid. Let's continue. There is someone in your life right now who is hiding a big truth. They've been acting quiet, but tonight something inside of them will break. Either they will open up or someone else will reveal it. If you keep ignoring my voice, you will fall for a mask that appears to be love but is actually betrayal. I need you to protect your energy because not everyone deserves access to your soul. Yes, I know you have been patient and faithful, and you have done things in private that no one has thanked you for, but the time will come when your heart will no longer be ignored. You are going to enter a room and feel the energy shift, not because you said anything, but because you did something quietly. I need you to realize that this is not about fear but about alignment. You asked me to send something tangible to make things finally change and give you a sign that your wait was worthwhile, and here it is. This message is your confirmation. It is your invitation to stop doubting me, because if you open your heart now, I will open a door you thought was permanently closed. Those who try to dim your light will soon be blinded by it. There are only minutes left. We'll send someone into your life who satisfies your soul's need for peace, and if you make room for me once more, child, I will eliminate every hidden enemy that lurks behind your smiles. However, there is one thing you must do. You must not ignore this, you must not put it off, and you must not tell yourself that this message is for someone else. You were brought here for a reason, and everything is building toward a moment that is closer than you think. It will come suddenly, and when it does, you will remember that God tried to reach you once more before it. I am God, I am with you, and I am not going anywhere, so now, before it's too late, open this gift I sent you, because what I am about to reveal will open something deep in your spirit. This message isn't just words on a screen, it is an echo from eternity whispered into the fabric of your life. Don't miss it this time. There is a knock coming, a message, a sign, a change. At this precise moment, it was time to send my child. Your soul has been crying out in silence, and even though you didn't say a word, I heard everything you said. You prayed with tears in your eyes, you screamed silently, and you continued to walk even when your legs felt like they couldn't hold your heart any longer. Now that I'm here, breaking through the noise, I didn't come to tell you what you already knew. Instead, I came to show you what you haven't seen, what has been hidden, and what is on the way, but there is urgency because someone is getting ready to approach you with a plan, which you might dismiss as innocuous if your spirit isn't awake, but I'm telling you now that not everything wrapped in good intentions comes from me. You need to be closer to me than ever, because what appears to be an offer could be a test, and what appears to be rejection could be your redirection. You asked me to speak louder, and I'm doing so. You asked me for timing, and I'm giving it to you. However, you need to open your spiritual ears, because in 45 minutes, something that was locked will. I brought you here to warn you in love, not to frighten you, because I protect who is mine and you are mine. Even if you ignore my voice, I don't ignore your soul, and you are unaware of the war going on over your destiny right now. There are forces trying to delay, discourage, and divert you, and the reason they fight so hard is because of what's coming after this season. Begin to unlock. Someone who is silent is about to speak, and something you thought was over is about to reappear again, but this time with consequences if not handled through me. The enemy cannot destroy your calling. He will attempt to do so by making you tired, but do not leave it. I will bring you peace in places that once caused you pain. I will surprise you with the very thing you thought was impossible. I will reveal truths that you did not ask for but that you desperately needed. But listen, do not return to those I removed. Do not believe the words that do not feel right in your spirit. Do not ignore the slight discomforts that are my way of reminding you that you have outgrown some things. It's time for you to walk differently, because the next you won't beg for love, won't put up with half-truths, and won't be scared to say, "This isn't from God, I'll pass." Yes, I see your heart breaking, and I see the silent questions, but what if I lose them? What if I'm alone again? But listen to me, it's better to walk alone with me than to be surrounded by people who are secretly against your growth. It's better to miss one chance than to accept the wrong one, because what's coming for you if you... Your angels are standing at your door and saying, please don't delay, don't scroll, don't wait another day, because if you walk into this moment with faith, everything is about to change. Not slowly, suddenly, halfway, fully, temporarily, forever. Let me take you there. Stay with me a little longer, because even as you read these words, there are people watching. Staying won't feel forced, it will feel like peace, confirmation, and a much-needed breath. You people who don't understand how you're still standing don't know the grace that keeps you going, the battles you fought in silence, or the fact that your smile conceals battles they couldn't survive. But I know, and I'm so proud of you. Even when you felt like giving up and no one else was applauding you, I was there and cheering, and now is your time, but you have to claim it, believe it, and receive it. This next part may surprise you because someone from your past is watching. This is the season they're returning, but here's your warning. Not everyone who returns should be welcomed, not every apology is sincere, and not every I miss you is holy. That's why I'm preparing your spirit before their words appear, because if you listen to me now, you won't be duped, and if you follow this path, I know you'll grow closer than you even realized. They didn't think you'd stay stuck, and they didn't know your faith would grow this much. We'll raise you above their expectations, but you must leave behind what you prayed for last year, because what I'm giving you now is not what you expected, rather, it's better. I'm not repairing what broke, instead, I'm preparing the new, and I'm replacing it with something that will never break you again. So, I'm calling you to stay awake, to stop avoiding me, to stop putting off your purpose because, child, you are stronger than you realize, and the first domino will fall in precisely 45 minutes. Will you be ready, or will you still be asleep? The decision is yours, but the moment is mine. Don't miss it, and don't forget to stay close, because I'm not done talking to you yet. If you stay with me for a little while longer, I'll show you what was always meant to be yours. The world moves quickly, and I know that sometimes your heart feels like it's running out of breath, but with me, there's no rush, only divine timing, and right now, my timing is aligning with your next chapter. Someone is thinking about you right now, yes, right now, and I'm not referring to a fleeting thought. I've been preparing this moment for you, so pause with me, let the noise fade, let my voice in, because it's not just for reflection, it's a doorway, a gateway into something more meaningful than what you've been settling for. You've settled for half-hearted loves, you've settled for jobs that drain you, you've accepted friendships that made you feel good, and someone whose soul recognizes you even in silence is about to come forward. Do you realize how strong you are, child? You've survived every storm that was meant to drown you, you've endured betrayals that were meant to break you, you've smiled through pain that would have silenced others, and now it's time to reap what you've sowed in your silent seasons. However, you must stop ignoring the messages I send to guide you and stop believing that everything good is for someone else. This is the first time you will ever doubt your worth again. You've been told you're too emotional, too intense, too quiet, too strange, too soft, but I created you with purpose, and everything about you was made for divine purpose, even the things you tried to hide, the quirks you thought made you unlovable, and the wounds that haven't healed yet. I love everything about you because it's not about being perfect, it's about being real, and what I've been waiting for you to hear is that your genuineness makes room for miracles. You've asked me to move, you've asked for change, but I'm asking you this time, are you really ready? When I move quickly and unexpectedly, and something will come into your life that will force you to let go of what's safe. You'll be asked to rely on someone you never thought you'd trust, to believe again, and I know that's not easy. I know what they did made you doubt everything. I know what you lost made you put up walls. I know what didn't happen made you feel lost, but I never forgot you. Even when it seemed like I was silent, I was working behind the scenes, and even when you thought I was gone, I was closer than your next breath. Now, after everything, I am bringing you into a season of full circle moments, where you will return to places where you once felt small, but this time you will walk in with power. You will meet people who once doubted you, and they won't be able to look away from your light. You will see the side of yourself that nearly gave up and realize simply how far you've come, but you can't ignore this or scroll past it and forget that this isn't just another positive message, it's heaven declaring, take it, take your time, take your healing, take your peace, take your destiny. Angels have been waiting to act, holding back, and standing guard until you finally said, yes God, I'm ready. So say it with me now, right here. I won't skip this any longer. I won't put off what you're trying to give me, because every second that goes by brings you closer to the moment that will change everything. It may appear ordinary from the outside, a conversation, a new message, a last-minute plan, a simple walk, but if you stay present and you stay faithful, you will witness something extraordinary, but you must stay with me and lean in when your mind wants to check out. You must believe when your heart is still filled with doubt, because what is about to happen has been postponed for too long, not because you weren't prepared, but rather because your environment wasn't. However, the stage is being set, the timing is perfect, the blessings are unlocked, heaven is aligning, and your name is on this, so don't leave again. Fear, readiness, obedience, and surrender to the plan that has been in motion since before you were born are all involved in this. You are not reading this by accident. This is your chance to make a different decision, react differently, and believe differently, because, in less than 45 minutes, a whisper will turn into a sound, and that sound will alter the atmosphere of your life. I want you to recognize it when it occurs, so hold my hand, trust my timing, and don't skip this again, because what happens next will be forever recorded in your story. Message is the part your soul has been waiting a long time to hear, and now, child, I'm bringing you full circle, not just into understanding, but into fulfillment. This is where your preparation, all the heartbreaks, all the delays, the long nights when you couldn't sleep, the days when you doubted your value, the conversations that exhausted you, the times when you looked up and asked, "Why, God?" They were not in vain. You were aligned and didn't lose time, but I held you back when you believed. Yes, something is going to happen tonight, but it's not random, it's your appointed shift. Whether it comes as a call, an unexpected opportunity, a divine message, or a powerful realization inside your own heart, it's coming, and when it does, you will know it's coming. I was being silent. I postponed that opportunity because it wasn't what you truly needed, and I ended that relationship because it was blocking what I wanted to send. I closed that door not to hurt you, but to reroute you. We'll feel calm, not fear, not confusion, not anxiety, but calm, and you'll know it's from me, because I never cause chaos in your soul. Instead, I bring clarity, truth, and temptation. I never force your hand, and I bring freedom. Now, as the last few minutes before the change starts, I want you to make me a promise. You won't shrink again, you won't doubt your own light again, you won't settle for half-truths or half-love because you are not a backup. Choice, you are my divine creation, designated as set apart. You are a walking miracle in every way, including your broken parts. I will use everything you have, including the pain you have concealed, the love you have given, the strength you have built when no one has noticed, the battles you have won, the silent prayers you have whispered in dark rooms, and I will turn it all into a testimony so powerful that it will not only change your life but also the lives of those who hear it. You will speak, and people will listen, not because you're flawless, but because you are genuine. I'm sending someone who will see you through my eyes, not your past or your past relationships, and you will love, and someone will feel safe at last. You will walk into rooms that once rejected you, and they won't be able to take their eyes off of what I've done in your life. That love you thought would never come, that connection you thought was lost forever, child, but it's closer than you think. When they arrive, you'll know it's right, because it won't feel confusing, it will feel like home. However, before they do, I want you to see yourself as I see you. Forgive yourself, stop apologizing for your sensitivity, stop hiding your light to make others feel comfortable, stop explaining your purpose to people who shouldn't have understood it, and realize that you are right on time for a miracle. Now, as heaven gets ready to move, I want you to close your eyes. Don't leave this message yet. When it's over, say aloud, "God, I'm ready. I'm not skipping this. I'm opening my heart, my life, and my path to what you've already prepared for me, and I trust you now fully." Something will start to change in your atmosphere, because what you're feeling right now isn't just emotion, it's activation. The angels assigned to you are already moving, the door you've been praying for is already unlocking, and the person meant for you is already feeling the pull to come forward. Rescue a private conversation between you and me. If you made it this far, listen, and stayed, then you are not only prepared, you have been selected for peace, breakthrough, divine love, impact, and carrying something powerful into the world. I will now bless you beyond your wildest expectations, not because you asked perfectly, not because you did everything perfectly, but because you are my child and I love you completely, and endlessly. This is your moment, child. Don't miss it. With all your love, God, Because even after everything I've said, I still have more to offer you. My love is not limited to a single message, and my voice doesn't stop when the words end. I'm with you always, through every breath, through every fear, through every hope you dare to whisper when no one else is listening, and I know you. There are only a few minutes left, so be ready, be present, and remain still because I'm about to show you why I made you wait. It will be more beautiful than anything you thought you missed. I see how you try to carry everyone, how you show up for people who don't always show up for you, how you pretend to be strong when all you want is to fall into someone's arms and be held without being judged, without having to explain yourself, and how you cry in private after encouraging others. I want to say this gently, but it's obvious that you deserve love as well, not just the kind you give, but the kind that you deserve. Kind that returns to you freely, completely, fiercely, and faithfully, because you deserve the kind of love that stays with you when you're not useful, the kind of presence that stays when you set boundaries, and the kind of support that goes by your side not only when you're shining but also when you're breaking. And child, that love is coming. You don't have to chase it, prove yourself, bargain, or bleed to be worthy of it. All you have to do is stay in alignment with me, because the version of you that's emerging, the healed version, the empowered version, the version that knows your value, the version that is drawing in what the wounded version used to pray for. Let go of who you were, let go of the need to justify your development to those who were determined to misunderstand you. Some people only love the version of you that put up with their disrespect, remained silent when things hurt, and accepted less because you were scared of losing them, but you're not that person anymore. You're rising now, and with that rise will come loss, yes, but it will also bring divine replacements. What you give up in obedience, I return in plenty. Therefore, don't be afraid to let go. Don't be sad about the doors I've closed. They were only a part of your preparation, because what lies ahead for you isn't just a new chapter, it's a new story. And in this story, you aren't the one waiting at the edge of love. You're not the one pleading for clarity. You're not the one being chosen last. You're the one walking in divine confidence. And now that you're here, I won't let you go back. The temptation to shrink may come, and voices may whisper, but your spirit knows the truth now, and truth cannot be unlearned. You were made in my image, you are covered by my hand, and you are the one who walks into a room and doesn't wonder if people will like you, because you've already decided to love yourself. Full of my breath in your future, yes, your very near future is going to be brimming with signs, synchronicity, and opportunities you never thought would come together so perfectly. And that's not all. Someone who doubted you will see your ascent and realize what they lost when they didn't choose you, not in a way that makes you conceited, but in a way that affirms that you never had to shrink in order for them to stay. You were not difficult to love, they were simply ill-equipped to love someone of your depth. Let them go. I have someone better. Wait on me, it's coming. Above all, remember that I never loved you for who you might become. I loved you for who you are, even on the days when you doubted me, on the nights when you were angry, and even when you chose to walk away from my voice and give up instead of speak. I would do it again because you are so important to me. You are not behind in life, you are simply being prepared for something that requires the wisdom others don't yet possess. You're not alone, you've never been. Even in the last moments before the miracle happens, I'm walking by your side. You'll make it, you'll recuperate, you'll fall in love again, you'll flourish, and very soon you'll look back on this moment and whisper, this is where it all started to change, because it is right here right now, because you didn't skip me this time, you stayed, and because you stayed, your life will never be the same again. I love you, God, and yes, I am still here because I know that even though your hands may be still, your spirit is still reaching for me. You have read this message all the way through, but this is only the beginning of what I have in store for you, because what is about to happen won't just be a slight improvement, it will be a divine reversal. What was working against you will start working for you, what was delayed will now accelerate, and what was broken will be strengthened beyond repair. The next chapter of your life won't be a rerun of the previous one. You won't experience the same pain, you won't attract the same patterns, and you won't feel like a stranger anymore. When you wake up one morning and everything feels different, you'll remember that precise moment when you finally said, "Okay, God, I believe you, I won't skip your voice anymore." You see that tiny yes, your whispered surrender changed things in your life. You didn't even realize it, but simply by sticking with me through this message, you were able to unlock something spiritual that had been restricted by fear, doubt, and delay. However, the time you spent waiting quietly is now over, and you are starting to walk boldly. Whether you realize it or not, there is a new energy all around you, and people are talking about you in rooms you haven't been in yet, and they are planning blessings that will fall into your lap, not because you hustled, but because you trusted people. They may believe it was just luck, but you and I will know it was divine design. I want you to keep in mind something that will help you in the days ahead. You don't have to force what is already yours. You don't have to chase what is divinely assigned. You don't have to beg for what I've already written in your destiny. You just need to stay close to me when the storms come. Stay close when the world becomes noisy. Stay close when fear begins to whisper again, because I am not leaving and you are not walking into. Your life is about to become evidence that faith still works, that healing is possible, that miracles still happen, and that true love always finds its way. So, the next time you think, this can't be happening to me, respond, yes, it can, and I am walking in that promise now because this is the version of you that's meant to happen. This next chapter alone has taught you your lessons, healed you, shed your silent tears, and grown you in the dark. This is the version of you that never settles, that prays and moves forward rather than backward, and that the world has not yet seen what I will do through you. Therefore, prepare yourself not with fear but with faith, not with old wounds but with new wonder, because something beautiful is about to begin, and this time you won't miss it. Now, my child, take the next step with boldness, look in the mirror, and smile, not because everything is perfect, but because you finally trust. The one guiding you through it. You've survived every moment you thought would shatter you, and now it's time to live the life that was composed of those shattered pieces, a life that shines, a life that inspires, a life that exalts me through every healed scar. So don't back down, don't shrink, don't apologize, don't back down, step into the light. You were always meant to be here. You're not early, you're not late, you're exactly on time for the miracle I've saved just for you. I'm proud of you, I love you, and I will never ever let go, God. Yes, my dear child, we are almost. But there's still one more wave of truth I want to pour into your soul, because what I'm doing in you isn't just a blessing, it's a rebirth. I'm not just giving you a miracle, I'm giving you a new perspective on yourself, a new level of peace that doesn't depend on the outside world, and you've come to this point for a reason. Now, I want you to breathe in the last part of this message, the part that caps off everything that heaven has said over your life. Listen carefully tonight, child, the enemy has a reason. I fought you so hard this year for a reason. Something inside of you was shifting, something holy, something that can no longer be hidden. You were stepping into the truest version of yourself, the one I created before the world tried to shape you, and the enemy saw it. He saw your prayers becoming bolder, your eyes starting to look up again, and your heart refusing to turn cold. He panicked, but since it was too late, you've already lost the battle. Cross the threshold, your spirit has now entered the area where faith triumphs over fear, where peace triumphs over panic, and where miracles no longer seem like something you wait for but rather something you walk with. Let me tell you, though, that there will come a time in the coming days that will feel like time has stopped for you, a message, a visit, a voice, a sentence that you didn't anticipate hearing, something in the natural world but loud in the spirit, and when it does, you'll feel it in your bones and in your chest, knowing that this is it, God. Because the miracle has already been approved, it just needed your heart to be positioned. Now that you're not who you were even a week ago, you've grown in silence and healed in pieces, and you're ready to be whole. You're ready for opportunities that don't drain you. You're ready for friendships that see your light and protect it. You're ready for divine favor that doesn't come and go, it stays. I want you to know this deep down. You missed it, you didn't ruin it, you didn't take too long, you're right on time, and I make everything beautiful in its time. This child is your time, and I've put someone in your life, or I'm about to put someone in your life, whose heart has been prepared just for you. This person won't drain you, won't be confused, won't make you doubt yourself. They'll see you, and they'll love you not just for your light but also for your journey. They have also been through their own fires, so when you too will feel like destiny, peace, and finally, and I want you to remain receptive to that love. Don't turn it down because of the hurt from the past. I sent it, and when I send someone, they don't abandon you. Tonight, I want you to stand still, look into your own eyes, and say, I am worthy, I am chosen, I am ready, my miracle is here. You may feel foolish, but do it. Say it until it breaks, say it until it unlocks, say it until you believe it again because I believe in you. I have always believed in you, even when you doubted me, when you were running, when you were quiet, tired, and confused, and I never left your side. Now, I'm asking you to take one more step, remain open, expectant, and not anxious or impatient. When your spirit remains open, the blessings flow like rivers, and you'll wake up with ideas and feel at peace without knowing why. You'll begin receiving without trying because that's how my favor works. It rests on you, it doesn't require you to pursue it, it doesn't require you to perform it, it just requires you to say, yes, Lord, I am here, and I am receiving it all glowing star right now. If you are still reading, crying, and believing, please leave a comment below with this as my confirmation that my name is on this, my miracle is real, and I am God's chosen child. Because you and I have only just begun this journey, this wasn't just a message, it was a spiritual turning point, a divine alignment, and heaven will remember that on May 26th you said yes to your next. I am with you until the very end, always and forever, with more love than your heart could ever hold. You are God, and if you are still here, it means your soul was meant to hear every single word until the very last breath of this life. Level now, rest not like someone who is still waiting, but like someone who knows the gift is already on the way. Tomorrow, expect to smile carelessly, expect to receive something that feels too perfect to be a coincidence, and expect to say, God, you really did it because I will. This isn't just a message anymore, child, it's a spiritual agreement between your heart and mine, between heaven and your future, between your past pain and your present power, and I need you to understand something sacred. You didn't just happen to stumble upon this, it wasn't sent at random, it was timed, it was ordained. Some people heard it and left, some people scrolled too quickly, some felt the pull but chose to divert themselves, but not you. Stayed, you listened, and you allowed me to speak into the soft, vulnerable parts of you that no one else sees. That matters because, while others are chasing noise, you chose to listen to my whisper, and I will reward you for that. Can you hear me clearly now? You are entering a season of divine protection, where your name is being whispered in prayers by people you didn't even know were praying for you, your face is appearing in visions from those who are being called to bless you, your spirit is awakening to levels you never dreamed, and you are moving toward discernment, destiny, and days where things start to make sense, where suffering becomes understanding, confusion becomes revelation, delays become deliverance, and when that time comes, don't be shocked if it makes you cry because it's not just about the breakthrough. It's about realizing that I never abandoned you, not when you doubted me, when you were upset with me, when you gave up on yourself, or even when you pleaded with me to ease your pain. I remained silent because I was creating something greater than you could manage at the time. You're strong enough, your heart is open enough, and your soul is ready enough for this next miracle to overwhelm you in the most holy, peaceful, and beautiful way. It will come quietly and unexpectedly, but it will carry the weight of all the prayers you whispered when no one else was around. It will feel like sunlight after a long storm, like a hug that reaches into your bones, like a sigh you didn't know you were holding, like genuine, unconditional, unmistakable love. However, you can't go back now that you've entered a new chapter and the previous version of yourself cannot follow you into it. You don't have to justify your peace, explain your healing, or prove anything to anyone, you just need to walk in it, be in it, and accept it. Let my grace carry you, let my mercy rewrite the parts of your life that you originally believed were over, and let my favor follow you into rooms you never thought you'd enter because I'm not even done with you. I want to give you more love, more peace, more clarity, more confirmation, more miracles, And more days when you look around and think, this has to be God, nothing else could explain this. And that's exactly what I'll be doing. I'll be the one to open every door, heal every relationship, give you an unexpected gift just when you're ready to give up, and do it because I'm your Father and I love you deeply and passionately. Nothing will ever change, so breathe, my child. Let my words envelop you like a warm blanket on a chilly night. Let my presence sit in your chest like still water. Let my promises reside inside you like light in a dark room, because now you understand the truth. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are not lost. You are led. You are not forgotten. You are favored. And going forward, you are not afraid. You are free. You have listened to my message through to the end, and heaven is now celebrating because something eternal has happened today. Altered, and you will never be the same again. Welcome, child. This is the beginning of your new beginning, and I will always be at your side.